All right, everybody, welcome to another deep dive with us.
It's great to be here.
We're tackling a pretty big topic today.
Absolutely.
And this one goes out to all the high school seniors out there getting ready to graduate in government class.
Yeah.
Hopefully you're paying attention to this one.
Yeah, this is important stuff.
This is about the 25th Amendment,
Mm-hmm.
and this is all about, like, what happens when the president, can't do their job
Yeah.
for whatever reason.
Not death,
Oh,
not
right.
resignation, not being impeached and removed from office, but like, what if something else happens?
They get sick, they have to have surgery, or, I don't know, who knows. Something crazy could happen.
A whole bunch of things could happen.
Alien abduction.
Right.
Who knows? But there's a plan for it.
There is. That's the 25th Amendment.
Tell us about it.
Well, it's got basically two parts to it.
Okay.
And the first part is, the president themselves realizes that they can't carry out the duties of the office.
Okay.
So let's say, for example, the president's having surgery or, has a temporary health issue. They can't, you know, be there to sign bills and do all the things that presidents do.
Right.
So what they do is they write a letter
Okay.
to the president pro tempore of the Senate and the Speaker of the House.
Okay, now hold on. I got to stop you right there for a second,
Sure.
because some people might be saying, President pro temp, what is that?
Yeah.
So who is that?
It's kind of like the substitute teacher
Right.
for the Senate. So like the president of the Senate is the vice president.
Right.
But if the vice president's not available,
Yeah.
you got to have somebody else there to run the Senate.
Right.
So that's the president pro tem.
Okay, so the president writes a letter to them and the Speaker of the House.
Right.
And then
And then boom, the vice president becomes acting president.
just like that.
Just like that.
Easy peasy.
Easy peasy.
Lemon squeezy.
Now, of course, it gets a little bit more complicated.
It always does.
What if the president
Go.
can't declare their own inability?
Oh, okay, like they're in a coma or,
Right.
I don't know,
Right.
had a stroke or something and can't actually tell anybody.
Right. And, obviously
They need help.
they need somebody to
Yeah.
step in and do the job.
Okay.
So that's the second part of the 25th Amendment.
Okay.
The vice president, along with a majority of the cabinet,
Okay.
they get together and they decide, you know what? We think the president's unable to carry out the duties of the office.
Okay.
So they send their own letter to the same people,
President pro tem and the Speaker.
the president pro tem of the Senate and the Speaker of the House,
Okay.
saying, we think the president can't do it.
Okay.
And then immediately the vice president becomes acting president
Right then and there.
right then and there.
Okay, so no waiting for like a congressional vote or anything.
No, because it could be an emergency situation.
Right.
We need somebody to be in charge right away.
Okay, so that's part 2.
That's part 2.
But I got a feeling there's a part 3.
There kind of is a part 3.
Okay, here we go.
What if the president says, wait a minute, I'm back.
Oh.
I'm ready to, do the job again.
Right.
And the vice president and the cabinet say, we don't think so.
Oh.
Then it goes to Congress.
Oh boy. So now Congress is involved.
Congress gets to decide who's really in charge.
Wow.
And so
That's a big responsibility.
that is a huge responsibility, and it takes a 2/3 vote of both the House and the Senate to keep the vice president as acting president.
2/3.
2/3.
That's a lot.
That's a supermajority.
Okay.
It's really hard to get.
Wow. Okay, so they really thought this through.
They really did.
So basically there's 2 ways that this can happen.
Right.
The president can say, I can't do it, or the VP and the cabinet can say, we think the president can't do it.
Right.
And then if the president disagrees, Congress gets to be the decider.
The tiebreaker.
Wow. That's fascinating. And you know what?
What?
This amendment, it makes me feel like we really do have a plan, like, for anything.
We do.
This is really reassuring to know.
Absolutely.
It's like a safety net.
Right. It's like the framers of the Constitution were really thinking ahead.
Absolutely. And I think that's something for all of you to think about
Yeah.
as you go out into the world. Like, how important is it to have these kinds of safeguards in our government
It's crucial.
so we don't just fall apart when something unexpected happens?
Yeah, because unexpected things happen all the time.
They do. And now we know we have a plan.
We got a plan.
All right, everybody. Thanks for listening to another deep dive,
See you next time.
and good luck on those final exams.
Study hard.
We're out.
Peace.
Bye.